Hello, I'm Julie. Welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing some products from a company that's new to me called Papertail Fox. They reached out to me about sending some things to show you on my channel, and I'm excited to see what's inside this box and what I'm going to create with it in my journal today. So let's open it up. Papertail Fox is an online company based in America that brings together products from all around the world, I believe. I've got a little note here, and I have been given a code, JulieSave10, which you can use to save 10% on your order. Wow. Let's open up this first little drawstring bag and see what's inside. Washi tape, yes. So these washi tapes aren't all from the same company. There's a quick look and I will swatch them out for you. Here's what the washi rolls look like, swatched out. I did request mostly summer items because summer is my favourite season, but they had some awfully cute Halloween things as well, so definitely worth checking them out. I've got this coral, then we have some pastel jellyfish, the little cat mermaids, and this really cute pool floaty washi. We'll check out the other pouch next, just in case there are more washies inside. And we've got 4 what look like little washi tape runners. So this one is one with little paws on. You'll probably know I love doing animal spreads. I've just made a few for International Cat Day. And I don't think I've had any of these runners that are like washi tape, so I'll be interested to see what these look like when I swatch them out. I can't actually tell what the pattern is. I think it's just a pattern there. And then this one is a summery one with sunglasses and bikinis, and this one has got beach balls. I've also got this one that is paw prints, so I'm covered for dog and cat spreads. I'm very excited to try these tape pens because I've never had anything like them before. So assuming you just take the little protective cap off and make sure you've got them the right way up, which I assume is this way. Oh, that's adorable. There's 4 meters on the roll of that one, and I think this one has 3 meters. Now this type looks a lot more complicated, so I better read the instructions on the back of the packet. So it says push and then pull, and if the tape gets stuck you can rotate the little screw at the side. So here goes, we push, make sure it says that you've got the grip up, so it's got a little rubber grip on it here, and then you, oh, I love it. I'm going to have so much fun with these. That one's got 6 meters on the roll, and so has this one. That's a pretty little pattern. Oh, just have to be careful not to pull it away too fast, I think. And then this is the last one with 6 meters. Yeah, I didn't have it quite down straight there, so not all the tape came out, so it's definitely something I need to practice with, but I'm really happy with these. They're going to be a lot of fun in my pages. And you can just click them back when you've finished. Now let's look at the last packet, which I think is going to be stickers. So it's nicely wrapped with this thank you washi tape. Just a note though, this is a US online store, so apologies to my UK and international subscribers, but international shipping is not currently an option. Let's see what we've got. So first we have some sticker flakes that are jellyfish in different pastel shades, and you get 15 designs, 45 pieces. I imagine because it says they are flakes that they are sticky. And we've got blues and purples and coral colours. Let's have a look. Yes, so when you peel them off they are a very thin washi material. So great for those underwater sea spreads. And this packet looks like different sea otters. Again, sticker flakes in lots of different designs. Super cute. I may be storing these in my sticker storage album so that I can see them all rather than have to keep opening the packet and taking them out. But they are lovely. And then we have the same designs in a sticker sheet, so the jellyfish and the otters. These are the sticker storage books that I get from Amazon with the sticker release paper. And these are probably some of the tiniest stickers that I've ever had in my collection. All sorts of different characters. So that's going to be a new challenge for me, how I can use those. These have a sort of sparkly holographic background to them. And again, we've got all sorts of sea creatures, crabs, whales, jellyfish. Super cute. Then we've got these washi stickers, 3 sheets that are all the same. I love the seagulls there. Definitely a good size for my skinny mini happy planner. And finally we have some more of those meerkats, but in a bigger size. And then some cats on the beach and in the sea. Love those. And finally some sea creatures. So I think the theme of my spread today is going to be pretty clear, but I can't wait to see how I'm going to put all the different elements together. It won't come as a surprise to most of you that I'm going to use those cute cats in today's pages. But I will try to bring in some of the other things Papertail Fox sent me as well. I'm taking inspiration from this sticker sheet, and I'm going to do a 2-week spread with a beach theme because on the 30th of August it is International Beach Day, so these are perfect for that theme. And the idea I had was to cut the page in a sort of a wave so that I have a sandy area on one of the weeks, and then the other page is going to be the sea area above the sea, and then with the meerkats under the sea, where I can bring in some of those other stickers too. I do want to make sure I leave some room for journaling. So I don't want to cut away half the page. I think I might take it a little bit lower because that's not a lot of room for decoration. I will remember to cut away the right piece. As in a recent video, I nearly cut the wrong piece away. That was when I was using those cute kitties. And I've made a bit of a hash of that. I think this blade is not very sharp, but I got there in the end. So I'm going to do some inking, and just in case you're new to my channel, I will explain that I don't just sit down and come up with these ideas as I'm filming the video. I do some pre-planning, particularly when it comes to interactive pages, to make sure that it's going to work. I like to be transparent about that because I don't want anybody watching thinking, oh, I just haven't got that creativity, I can't come up with those ideas, I can't do it. So I've marked where the flap is so that I know that that needs to be a different colour. And now I'm going to ink up the sand area. So I'm putting this down. Got my little brush from Journal Say and a Brilliance ink pad. And I'm going to make this sandy. Although on social media it looks like we just sit down and put together a beautiful spread in about half an hour, that's not the reality. A lot of it is editing, and when I'm doing really creative spreads, I like to sketch things out first. I don't mind that some areas are dark yellow and some are lighter. That's the idea, to make it look as though it's got a little bit of texture. Now, I was going to ink this part, but this is mainly for the journaling, so I'm not sure whether I should. But if I'm going to ink the top part blue, I might as well do the bottom as well. And I need to be careful because I don't want to go over the line. I could add another colour, but I'm not going to because I want to try to keep this fairly simple. So now I need to make sure I clean my brush. And I'm going to have a light blue at the top for the sea, and also on this section here. And then this is going to be darker blue for the underwater part of the scene. So I want a lighter blue on the top half. Oh, I did not mean that to happen, but don't worry, we will stick something over that. And this top half here. I'm using these little inks from Journal Say for the blue. And I'm going to do sort of a bluey purple for under the sea. I really loved how my July pages turned out when I used inks and mixed the colours. So here's a bit of the purple. Loving how this looks. So I'll be back when all the pages are done. So now I've got my sea page above and below the sea and my sand page. I'm going to add this washi across the bottom. Really, really pretty. Because of all the hot weather we've been having here, you'd think I might have made it to the beach. It only takes just under an hour from where I live, but for a lot of the time it's just felt too hot to even venture out. I do tend to cut the washi in the middle where the pages meet, just to make sure it lies flat. I see the pages curling a little bit. I don't know whether that's just because of the ink, but it doesn't matter. So let's put some of the kitties floating at the top of the water. And I will cover up that now so that it's not going to bother me as much. Add some of these under the sea. I thought I could bring in some of these washi flakes, the jellyfish. And a few little fish from the Sea Creatures sticker sheet. The other thing that stops me going is I'm a single person, and if I was to go to the beach, although I could do things like have an ice cream, go to the amusements, walk along the beach, I wouldn't be able to do anything like go in the sea and swim, which would be disappointing, or even lie and sunbathe on the beach, because I'd probably fall asleep. And of course, when you're on your own, you can't help worrying about whether someone's going to steal your phone or your purse. But I really should make the effort to go, even if it is on my own at some point, because I do love to be by the seaside, as the song goes. So that's super cute. This is going to be a space for journaling for this particular week. And because the ink is rather dark, I think I'm going to actually use boxes on the top. I was going to draw boxes, but I think I will see if I can find some big boxes to use. I've got blue boxes and more for Mojo Jojo plans, and I wanted to make some little Polaroids at the top here. I always associate holiday spreads with Polaroids and also postcards, to make them look a little bit more like Polaroids. I'm going to add this. And we're going to put some of the cats inside as though they are their little holiday snaps. So I've changed what I was planning, which was to draw the Polaroids, because of the fact I've used ink. But you could draw your own. It's very easy to do. What's your favourite thing to do on the beach? I know some people aren't into sitting on the beach, but I enjoy it. One will fit, just chop a little bit off. The other thing I like to do when I'm down by the seaside is find some crazy golf and have a go, although not many places have crazy golf these days. Super cute. Kind of wish I had more or another sheet. we'll make it work. So I probably need yellow boxes for this page. And I think because I've not got a lot of journaling space on this week, I will make sure I have journaling space on both these pages. I do really want to bring in this floaty washi. So even though this is the sand, I'm going to bring it in on this page. I always think washi is great for adding a little border. So I've got Mojo Jojo Plans Functional Boxes Series 6. So I'll use different shades of orange and yellow for the journaling spots. I did have the idea of turning these into little postcards and putting little stamps on them. I may do that. I do like to leave space for writing. Now I can add the rest of the kitties. I'm really enjoying using these stickers from Papertail Fox. Very grateful to have received them. And we might as well use up the rest of the sheet with these little beach balls. I like to support small businesses, and I'm always looking out for new shops to buy from throughout the year. And I'll add this little crab at the bottom as well. That is so cute. I love it. Now for this side, do the same sort of thing with blue boxes. And I'll use these ones with lines on from the Blue Boxes sticker book. I've talked before about how in the early days when I first started planning, Happy Planner had the monopoly. And there weren't really many other options out there. But now it's great to have so much variety, particularly for stickers and washi, which are probably my favourite products. And as I've got a few of these left, I could add some of these on this page as well. And a little fishy with some bubbles. I think I am going to add little stamps to the boxes to make them look like postcards, because that means I can use these tiny stickers that I really wasn't sure I'd be able to. In the journaling sticker book, we've got these little shapes that I'm going to use. I do have a stamp edge punch and stamp edge scissors, but there's no way I will be able to cut the edge of this to make it look like a stamp because it's too small. So I'm just giving the impression of a stamp. Let's have a little seahorse and an octopus. And I'll squeeze in 5p and 1p, and then I'll do the same on this page, and then we will be finished. I love that little addition. I'm really happy that I got to use the smaller stickers. And they would definitely come in handy because I often like to use little stamps in my spreads. These pages have turned out beautifully, and I love the fact that this page is so different from this page. And I'm just thinking, could I do some of the little paw prints across the sand? Let's give it a go. Oh, I love it. And I think I'll just carry on doing a little trail. Let's go down to the one at the bottom. I love that you can curve it with these tapes, which obviously you can't do with washi tape. Thank you so much to Papertail Fox for sending me all these lovely things. Do check them out. The link will be in my video description. And remember, you can use my code JulieSave10 to save 10% on your order, and that also includes sale items and the buy 5 get the 6th free offer. These are perfect pages for the end of August and for National Beach Day. And if you enjoy animal themed spreads, you might want to watch this video where I make 4 different spreads in my Skinny Mini Happy Planner using cute animal stickers. Do like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video today, and I'll see you in the next one.